flip it.
Shit was dope. Yeah. Rose apology wasn't an apology. He just basically tried to explain where he was coming from and how you escalated the situation. I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to hear that. Like, I lived the situation. You don't have to explain to me. But Kyle's apology felt a bit more sincere.
Honestly, Kyle feels really, like, I got the impression, like, he actually gave a genuine apology. He feels really bad. If he could go back in time,
I really think he does.
He literally would undo it. And I said, listen, I'm not labeling you a bully, but walking into that situation, that's what it appeared like.
Yeah.
So
100.
He's just like, well, I talked to Kiefer, and after talking to him, like, I don't think he thinks I was, being too much. I just think it's a regular conversation, but it's just the timing was bad.
I never said that. I said I felt that they were trying to intimidate me and mean dog me, and there's a difference between a conversation and an interrogation.
Right.
And I said, I'm not going to be interrogated.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I told him on a game level I could never fuck with them.
Oh, you said him that? You told him that?
Yeah, I told him and Ro that.
Oh, what did they say?
He's just like, Kiefer, buddy, that's not what I want. I was like, Kyle, I thought I could trust you. I still play. I'm still playing Big Brother. So they don't think I'm with anybody. And I was like, I trusted you with what I thought to be true. And immediately I got backstabbed by the one person I thought I could potentially trust in this game. And I got burned. And now I'm up on the block. And yeah, I was like, well, I'm never going to fuck with you again in this game. Like, we could hang out or whatever. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, could we do that tomorrow? I was like, definitely not tomorrow.
Yeah. Hang out for what?
I know.
Whatever.
That was hype, though. Yo, fuck.
Hang out for what? Well, I escalated it. Whatever.
I know.
That whole situation made me cringe.
We can't trust anybody, LT.
I know.
Nobody.
I know.
I've never lied to you.
I know.
You and teens are the only ones I've never lied to.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Everybody's lying in this game, and
I know.
I just find it. I'm just like, how are you calling out somebody else for lying when you're also lying?
I can honestly say I've never lied to you or Tina. Everybody else is a different story. I don't even know if I've ever withheld information from you two. Which is why I think that those guys were coming at me. Because they might have said something. But it's all good. They came out looking kind of bad, but I don't know.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's done.
It's done.
Tomorrow we're going to move forward and let it be gone and let it be done.
Gotta get that POV. Ugh, I don't even want to see nobody.
I don't know. I think he was kind of concerned that, like, I was labeling him a bully. And I was just like, I'm not labeling you a bully. Like, I don't think you're a bully off of one incident. I just think that the situation didn't look good.
Yeah, and he kept saying, I wasn't trying to intimidate you. I was like, it doesn't matter if you weren't trying to. I said, that's how I perceived it.
But he's been literally walking in rooms, sitting,
no, I know.
Following people around the house, not even letting people have conversations.
LT, I know. I can't trust the guy.
Josh told me that he was sitting on the bed and Kyle came in here and just sat there for like 10 minutes and didn't say anything. That's intimidation.
And I honestly don't know if I've said Rose's name today. You know what I mean?
Well, I haven't heard. Well, you haven't really talked to much people today. Most of the time today, you were sitting with me.
That's because you're not fucking with nobody, and I don't want to fuck with nobody either.
So I'm not really sure who you would have said Rose's name to, and like, where are they getting this information from? Like, who's going back and saying like these things?
Yeah.
I don't know where all these lies are coming from.
I have no clue. But they didn't get shit out of me. And they still think that I'm a lone agent in this game.
Well, I thought me defending you was gonna like potentially.
No, Kyle just took that as your opportunity to go at him.
That's not what it was.
I know. Oh. I know it wasn't. But that's just the way they perceived it.
No.
Gonna be an interesting topic tonight.
Oh boy. We won't be talking about this tonight. It's done.
It's done. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to talk about it again,
Yeah.
honestly.
For sure.
I'm embarrassed it went down.
Yeah.
I'm telling you though, I got so resi when Ro was like fucking pacing and staring at me.
I missed that. I was so fuming. I had to leave. I'm sorry.
Oh no, don't be sorry. I was just like, this guy's really trying to fucking dog me. I was just like, I can't believe this right now.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Yeah.
What's going on, Jed?
What's good?
Not a lot.
So I talked to Kyle, and he basically, like, he sounds genuinely like...
Yeah, he does.
Like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he was just like, you know, you perceived it as like me attacking Kiefer, but that wasn't the case. And, you know, I perceived you as attacking us.
Well, that's just ridiculous.
I think he's worried that, like, he doesn't want to be, at the end of the day, I think what it is, that he doesn't want to be labeled a bully.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to do damage control with.
It's definitely not going to look good. You know they're going to zoom in and play fucking background music when they air that shit.
Oh, it's only bad.
And I'm not saying he's... And I'm just like, I'm not going to go around this house saying you're a bully. But in the moment, when I was walking away, yeah, I did call you a bully because that's what it looked like.
Yeah, he was trying to intimidate me.
You were trying to intimidate somebody.
It was a literal corner.
So then I said to him, I said to him, do you know that there's something, he's like, well, Kiefer could have left whenever he wanted. I said, yes, Kiefer could have physically left whenever he wanted, but psychologically, somebody can also feel like they can't leave a situation, right? And that's what it looked like.
Right.
I'm not an idiot.
Yeah.
I wasn't, like, I was going to handle that situation the whole time how I was handling it. They could have asked me and we could have still been there. And I would have wouldn't have gave them shit.
It's like they wanted you to, like...
They wanted you to, like, retaliate almost.
They wanted me to crack.
They wanted you to crack. They wanted you to crack and, like, spill.
Get caught in lies. They wanted me to get caught in lies.
Yeah, and spill everything.
Because they know what they told me. And...
Yeah.
And they're trying to defend that by mean dogging me.
And why was Tina and Tara in there?
I have no idea. Oh, we were getting stuff for dinner.
They were already in there.
Oh, they were already in there.
Yeah, we were just getting stuff for dinner.
That's why it looked even worse.
They came in last.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were just there, like, organically. They didn't know that
when
that
I
was
initially saw it, I was just like, whoa, like...
The gang up. Yeah.
Right.
But no, Tara wanted no part of that. Neither did Tina.
Yeah.
They were like dogs.
I don't know what Tina's saying. That's catching me out.
Why? What did she say?
Catching me out. I don't know. She's being weird. Like, even like after all that happened, like up in the bathroom, I was just like, she was doing like in the sink or whatever, and I was just like, oh, it was pretty crazy, yeah. And she's just like, yep, like, you know, like, doesn't really give me anything. She's like, I think tempers are just boiling over and just like very like short and just like cut.
I think Tina's ashamed of how she handled that situation.
Maybe. But then like just now, like her Kyle Rowe, like Tina Kyle Rowe, we're all in the HOH room, you know what I mean? And it just like came out. And then like, what else did I find out today? Like Beth came up to us and said that Vic like yesterday Vic like asked Beth to like flip, like come over to their side, like with Kyle and shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck Vic is doing. So we don't know if Vic's with them or what she's doing. But then she also told Beth, like, if one of you guys come down, Kyle's going up. So I'm like, how would you put up the person that you're apparently aligned with? Like,
So yesterday she said to Vic, come over to our side.
she was like, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, she was like telling her that she should come over, like flip over.
Yeah.
And then when Beth asked her about a potential replacement, she said Kyle. And then Beth said that she's been planting the Kyle seed in her head ever since. So I don't know what she's saying. But
I don't know. When Tina came in the room, Tina was just like, what the hell?
what room?
she was just, after the pantry situation, she was just like, what the hell? Like, that was not okay. Like, she was just like, I was so uncomfortable. Like, Kyle was like, she was like, she thought.
She was shook because I tried to bring them into it before you got there. It's like, because I was telling them, I was like, why are you yelling? Why are both of you yelling at me? They're like, we're not yelling.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Tara, Tina, like, are they not yelling? And they didn't say shit.
They just stood there and
They
said
stood there
nothing.
and froze. And I'm just like.
But Tina came up and was just like, how
Like
that
up
was
here?
on. Yeah, she was just like, that was uncalled for. That Kyle came heavy-handed, and that was basically not okay. So I don't know. Unless she's just playing.
I don't know what she's fucking doing. Like, she looks like she's moving sketchy. Like, she just, like, I don't know. Like, she's like Kyle and her just came out of the HOH room. I see Ro, like, walking in the background. Like, I don't know. It just looks so super sketch. But at the same time, I know that really was a bad look for them.
But isn't that just her playing?
I hope it is. I just don't know what she's...
Do you know what I mean?
I think she's just staying both sides. She came in here and she's like, Keith, I got you after this.
Okay.
Is that a
She
good
said
Tina?
that to you?
Yeah, she's like, that was uncalled for. I don't want to play with players like that.
She said that to you.
She said that to me.
We need to get Kyle beside you on the block. That's what we need.
Best case scenario.
Or Ro. One of the two.
But we don't know where Vic's head is
Vic,
at.
I just don't see Vic doing that. It's probably going to be Tara.
What I'm thinking, on national, she said on TV, you are not my target. But what if that's all a part of the act? But was she, and in the, like, you know, in the diary room, she says, my plan is to say that she's not my target, but she's really, like, would she, do people do that?
I honestly don't. I don't know.
Because would you lie on TV like that?
Vic's a super fan.
I know.
And yeah, she would.
Well, she's told somebody that, but I mean, would you lie during your HOH like that?
Oh, like her speech?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think so. I've literally never seen somebody call out someone as a target and someone else as a pawn and just be straight up lying about it. Like, then why even say that? That just
Right.
makes you
Why
kinda
not just
stupid.
leave it?
Why not just give your reasons and then that's it?
Yeah.
You never say you're strictly a pawn to someone that you don't have as a pawn. That's just unnecessary. It's weird. I don't know. I don't think...
Like, is Tina just playing the game that you told her to play earlier? You literally told her, like, hey, continue doing your thing.
That's what she's doing, man.
I hope she is.
We got teens, man. I'll put my name on it.
After you are so confident about that, but after our conversation, you walked in late on the conversation where she was just like how she doesn't know and she's sketched out and she doesn't know who she can trust. Somebody told her that I called her name.
Like she pointed at both of us, all of us, and said, "I heard that you, and you all said my name." And we're like, "What?"
And she said she didn't know what to believe and she didn't know anymore. But now you're saying she came in and said that she got...
She told me she's good with me, and I said, I'm loyal to the 6, and that's how I'm going to stay. That's how I've been the whole time. And she said, I'm loyal to the 6 too. I don't know if things were sketch before, or this just changed her mind.
And she said that today after that...
I did see
an hour ago.
Just now, yeah.
An hour ago.
I think she'll ride with us. And especially once I talk to her tomorrow about, like, my conversation with Tara.
Right, you had your conversation with Tara already?
Yes.
Tara felt a lot better about that too, which I think will coax Tina back if she's having reservations.
Right. But I told Tara, like, I'm down to ride with you. I know you're looking for some kind of security, and Tara said, I'm free. She's like, I'm not coming to anybody.
I think they're ready, like, we set everything up, and now we can solidify it, and we just gotta let actions speak louder than our words. You know what I mean? We just have to...
Yeah.
It's not a blind trust. We still have to work and be skeptical and just try to watch out.
Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, we just need to get... We need to get Kyle on the block.
Yeah.
That's just what
I just don't think that's happening this week. Maybe.
I don't know. I think the situation
exacerbated it. Yes.
You just got to be in Vic's ear. I'm going to tell her how I felt about it.
Everybody in this house is so fake that situation could happen and people would still smile in his face and hate him.
Right.
Like, that's how this house is, like, literally. And I think that's what he's worried about.
Yeah, exactly. Like, your true colors are shown, you know what I mean? Like, everyone sees how you try to control situations. You demand answers, but you don't give any yourself.
Yeah.
You follow people. You try to, you try to intimidate people.
You try to make people feel uncomfortable.
You
Like,
don't,
literally,
yeah.
follow people around and just sit there and make them feel awkward and uncomfortable.
They made me feel hella awkward. But I mean, they probably like came to me at the best time possible for that to have happened.
Yeah.
That was, he's just like, honestly, now that I look back, that was horrible timing. I feel I kicked somebody when they were down. Like, they just got put up on the block second week in a row. Like, they missed their, like, he's just like, I didn't think it through.
And Ro didn't even apologize.
Yeah. No, Ro is, that really showed him. That did.
He just kept denying everything. He's like, I wasn't trying to intimidate you. I was like, I lived it, bro.
But you can't tell somebody that you weren't trying to intimidate them if they feel like that.
Exactly. That's what
That's like me saying, Jed, you hurt my feelings.
No, I didn't. I didn't try to. But
you did.
Yes.
But you did.
No, I know. That's what I was trying to make him realize. He's like, but I didn't intend that. I was like, it doesn't matter what you intended.
Maybe.
It's how I perceive the situation.
Yeah, you can't.
I was like, and I perceived it like that. I was like, and Ro, I said, we could be friends after you watch this episode. I said, call me.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cringe at watching that episode.
Yeah.
Yo, LT, you were moving.
I'm sure my head was bobbing.
Spicy mommy. I was litty.
It was hype. I was trying to stop you at first, and I was like, there ain't no stopping her.
That was sick.
Jesus Christ, my mom. Sorry, Mom and Dad.
You won't cuddle me, but you'll fucking fight. You'll fight on national TV, but you won't even give me a little cuddle. I can't believe it. I am appalled.
Oh my God.
I am appalled.
Yo, I was telling her that she's gonna be a legend on HG now, my home island. Haida is gonna love LT, sticking up for HG.
Stuck up for a woo. Haida Nation, baby. Let's go.